What's up, everybody? Joe B here, co-owner of Burning Spider Stoke Company, host of Stoke Chow, Santus Supremus.
I'm Aaron Fisher, you love Stoke Slinger. Oh my god damn it. I hate my life.
I can only do Santus Supremus so much more powerful than it is.
It's okay. There was a space in between you saying it and me doing that. We can cut it.
True.
I'm Aaron Fisher, your local Stoke Slinger and guest wrangler.
I'm Julian Cologne, and I'm just a shop rat, bro. I'm out here to skate.
He's the current shop rat, actually. Next in line to be intern at the shop. Hell yeah. It's good to have you guys on. Good to have you on. We've got a jam-packed bowl full of Stoke Chow. So let's chow down, dudes. Let's chow down, dudes. I totally just... Yeah, womp,
Let's
womp.
chow down, bro.
Womp, womp, womp. Dude, that's what I was working on, actually. The entire weekend was womp, womp. Oop, that's not it. Nope.
I love Harmonic History. This one is so old. I bought it when I worked at Cracker Barrel.
Anyways, womp, womp.
Yeah. Had to.
Yeah, look, we gotta do stuff we gotta do, and sometimes that's what we gotta do. Look,
Okay.
no one's mad at anyone for doing what they gotta do, right?
Exactly.
Right!
That's
Right! Woohoo! Alright, so let's get cracking on Stoke Calendar. I am freaking stoked about September. September brings really the beginning of cooler temperatures for us. And yeah, buddy. A little bit cooler temperature.
I don't know. The heat really
I like the heat,
dude.
personally.
I like the heat because the wheels were
Urethane acts different.
so good, bro.
Yeah,
but some days you're just
for pushes, it's not the best.
You're telling me.
It's a little toasty for pushes.
I
Speaking of pushes, we're gonna drop a pencil. Speaking of pushes, that kicks off what we actually are starting the month off with. September 6th, we're doing a little push on the Indian Creek Shell, but we're going to do something special.
It's a very special push.
Super special push
Very
today,
special.
or on September 6th. I broke my freaking, there it goes.
Did you break your leg?
It was
That's
it
what
was
he said.
erect beyond my control.
You
so.
know, you know what?
But I
I've
got
heard
it.
that before.
I got it taken care of now, so
I've
no
been there.
worries there. My pencil will not be poking up inappropriately any longer.
Go.
September 6th
Go.
is the push. It's normally our push. It's the last push we're going to do with the Take It Easy series, and we're going to do it something special because we're going to do the Toronto board meeting edition. So everyone wear a tie and a shirt, button-up shirt.
Wear a tux.
That's all that's
I'm wearing my
required. You
tux,
could
bro.
totally wear a full tux, dude. The sky is the limit. Just the bare minimum is shirt and tie.
Like you're
That
going
makes
to a board meeting. So this Toronto board meeting is an event that's like a Broadway bomb style of event. It's jam-packed with the locals really, really host it, really. It's a really cool thing. And this year, obviously, with the Corona and COVID and Rona, a.k.a. Rona, a.k.a. COVID, a.k.a. I don't know, what's some other stuff that they call Corona nowadays?
Roner? I call it
Roner.
Roners, bro. They
You got
getting some
Roners.
Listen, fella, if you got the Rona, stay there. Hell away from
Stay
me,
the hell
fella.
at home. Anyways, because
Wear your
Rona
mask.
has completely jacked up everything, Toronto's like, yo, just hashtag, what is it? Hashtag TB Meeting 2020.
On any of the videos that you're posting.
Any of the videos. It's not just
for the
something we're
competition.
doing. Do it yourselves as well. And
Worldwide.
you know what I found
Mr.
interesting is that the TB meeting, my initial response was not Toronto board meeting. I thought it was a tuberculosis meeting. I was like, should we really be hashtagging that? But that's what the dudes that organized the Toronto board meeting said to hashtag. So hashtag TB meeting 2020 does not mean tuberculosis.
Also, the whole thing goes from September 1st to the 12th, so anytime you are out skating in between those times, you could totally record it, post it with that hashtag. I do not know what that @ was for, because I know the hashtag is for anything, but they also gave an @ on their... It was on their Facebook profile, but they didn't say
And it was
about
Space Invaders. Space Invaders, right?
I don't remember that.
I think it was Space Invaders.
Skate Invaders.
Skate Invaders are the dudes that I learned a lot of this stuff from. I followed them, I liked them on Facebook. Those are the guys, Jonathan Nuss and all those dudes. Check out, dude, they've got YouTube. I know they got YouTube. I know they got Facebook. That's where I get a lot of my information from. So I can imagine that hashtag TB meeting 2020 probably like kind of cues off to those guys, yo, it's time to, like, that's what we're going to look at for all of this footage or whatever that we're getting in. So I imagine that Jonathan Nuss maybe has a cool edit idea.
Oh, I can only imagine what kind of an edit.
So can you imagine? So you can still be social distance.
Oh, God.
And even if you don't come out to the September 6th one with us or whatever, there is still going to be, like, other people. Do it yourself. Do it in your neighborhoods.
Yeah, you've got from the 1st to the 12th.
1st to the 12th.
That's when they're
Any of
accepting
those times.
hashtags.
Sweet, man.
And what were those hashtags again?
Hashtag TB Meeting 2020.
Or
Toronto.
at the
For
Toronto
Facebook.
board
The
meeting.
Toronto
For
board
the,
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget the.
THE.
We'll have it in the link. It'll be there.
It'll be there.
Don't worry about it.
And that brings us right to the second Sunday of the month, our Stoke Clinic.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that's going to be super, super sick. Dude, the string crew came out to the last Stoke Clinic.
Oh, yes.
And,
I played a
and
game
yo,
of Ken.
you know what? Dude, you played a game of Ken?
Yes.
Nice. How long did you last against the
bro.
string crew?
Bro.
Did the string crew, like, dominate you? Did it even...
Easily. But then and honestly...
The string crew guys are...
I'm really bad with
some
names,
of the best in the
but,
city, I'm just
dude,
saying.
This dude killed me. He even... But, like, while we were playing, like, it was obvious...
Dark-haired kid or Ethan, or the blonde-haired kid?
Blonde-haired
Zach.
kid. Zach, bro.
yeah.
That guy, really cool guy, but killed me. But also showed me a lot of, like, stuff. Like,
dude,
and,
they're
like,
super friendly.
that I got, like, immediately.
Bam.
Which was crazy to
I
me.
think even my wife got some coaching tips on how
Fuck
to
yeah.
how
I was
how
on
to
a sumo.
how to spike it, dude.
You were playing
And
with
that's
that big boy.
Yeah,
Look.
the one that got dragged across the concrete.
Oh, my goodness.
look, and you know what? I saw it the kendama being dragged across the
Yeah.
concrete by that young
I was
young
told him,
person.
I was like, pick it up.
Dude, they weren't understanding or they didn't care. One of the two things. And I was like, dude, and about that time, Sweets reached out to me for an order, and I was like, hey, would you guys want to help us out with this? And Sweets sent us 10 kendamas to bring to the Stoke Clinic. So now
What?
we've got, that's right, we got 10 kendamas to do
What? That's
on the
sick.
Stoke Clinics for the string crew to teach people how to play kendama and play kendama, so they don't have to
Dude.
because like a lot of their kendamas, they had some really fancy ones.
Yeah.
They just didn't have some sweets. They had some really, really nice stuff. And I was like, oh man, I feel so bad. But Sweets hooked it up.
Dude, I
so
got
I'm super
cool.
pumped. But you know,
But-
dude, that's kind of what the Stoke Clinic does. Like, and if you
I-
think about it, like the Stoke Clinic has been like a collaboration. Like first it started with Loaded, and of course like a lot of Shoppers Union guys come and donate their time and effort to it. Then we got Loaded donating boards, Orangutan donating wheels, Shoppers Union coming back again, doing a fundraiser and completing those boards out, and that's what we use a lot to teach people on a bunch of different styles. But now other people in the community have come in and brought their quivers of boards too. You guys bring your collection.
Yeah, I bring like 2 or 3. I try.
Dude, and all that stuff. People are like, what's that one board with that one thing? It's super, super sick. You get to try a bunch of different boards. Now you get to try a bunch of different kendamas. You get to learn all sorts of stuff. Beginner to expert. I really feel like there's something for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
for
Easily.
sure.
Easily. There's people who've showed up who've never touched a board. There's people who have been skating since they were like 6.
Sponsored riders come out. Like, it's just natural. Dude, natural. That one young lady at the last clinic, like, that was wild, man. Like, to see some of the stuff that people have learned. Like, it's not just us teaching. Like, we're learning stuff just as much as we're teaching.
Oh yeah.
So clinics are super
People
sick.
who have never been there have come and brought things to the table to teach people.
Yep.
before. It's
It is a
absolutely just a learning
sick
fun time.
Super, super fun. Super, super fun.
It's
Odin,
fun learning.
do you ever... Odin's never come to a Stoke Clinic,
No,
but do you...
I wish he would, bro. Put him on a leash. Look at him. He
there's
just moved
no
his
way,
head. He
dude.
said
There's
yes.
no way.
Yeah,
that
no
would
way.
be about-
No.
No.
Can I try?
Oh, no.
I'll bring him. Like, I'll cradle him the entire way. I'll skate with him in my
You're going to
arms.
skate with him the whole
Yes.
5 hours.
I would.
I will...
I'll even get a little
We're not
pack
even...
for him.
No.
I think this is the last person you would want to trust.
Yeah, no, man.
But if,
Sorry, man.
But if
How many cars have you hit?
One. And no, they hit me. I'm not a fender bender. Fender bender can skate with his baby, bro. I can skate with a cat.
But that's his baby. That's my cat.
That's
All right,
his
I'll
baby.
put my-
You're skating with his baby. That's the difference.
You're not skating with my baby.
I'll put
Another personal
Artemis, my
Odin.
pit bull, on my.
You're my little
on
fur
my
baby.
chest. I love her. It's my dog.
Just don't fall.
Stoke
I won't.
Clinics. Stoke Clinics, they're fun. Good place to get started with LDP.
Yes.
Learn all your basics and good stuff like that. And that's really like all of the organized stuff going on
For September.
for September.
That's pretty much it.
I know on September 20th, I've been
That's all I
hankering for big miles. September 20th, I instigated a push. I'm going to go for 75 miles
I
on
want to be a
September
part
20th.
of that.
I'm stoked to push that with you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
I
You
can't
try to
push
use the
75.
25?
I can't do. Yeah, I can't
about
do
Come on,
75. But I can do 25.
You do the
I
hard
can do
25 or you do the easy 25?
Time will
you're
tell. I'm gonna
Do
try
the-
to do the
hey,
hard.
yes, do
But
the
I'm just gonna
hard.
be honest. I have been sitting at home eating and not doing a whole lot. So like, if I get halfway through and I might be dying, I might just go back.
Fair enough.
But I'm gonna try for that hard.
Do the hard. The hard
That's
is
what I want to do.
hard will make you stronger faster.
You never know
It will.
because also at FedEx I've been doing a lot
Oh,
of
dude.
up and downs with my legs and stuff, so I still might totally 100% be capable of doing a hard
You
25.
should. I feel like you could do a 75.
No, I can't.
No,
No, the 50 killed me.
the 50 killed
50
you.
killed
I'm
me.
trying.
75's not easy.
I know it's
Yeah,
not
no,
easy.
I can't do a 75.
No.
I'll get there one day, but I ain't there yet.
How long has it taken you to do 75 miles?
Depends on how many people I have to babysit along the way.
How many people have you had to babysit doing 75?
Depends on the time. It's never been consistent.
No.
No. Mm-mm. Everything's different, man. It's always a different push. I mean, generally it's always the same, like pushing 75 miles. But like
It's not-
sometimes
you gotta wait.
everyone's ready to rock and roll. Sometimes we gotta wait for someone. Sometimes we gotta and when
How
I
many
don't
people have you done it with?
I've done it with a lot of people. I'm a little trail slut, dude. I
Yeah.
push with everybody.
You can do it for
I don't. I've been pushing.
How
I've been
many
pushing.
people did you do it with your
I've been
last?
pushing with Indian. I've been pushing the Indian Creek Trail for like at least 6 years now.
That's so impressive. Oh my god.
6 years.
Yeah, at least
I've
6
done
years.
it
Like in almost every
once.
month, every
I
month,
loved it.
and like my wife has trailered most of those.
Yeah.
Like so, I couldn't do those without her, especially the 75s and the 50s and the early 50s and the. Well, I guess like the early 50s, like it was kind of yeah. It was a lot of stuff. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then Billy and all the people that pushed before we even knew it was 50. Like it's been a long time.
That's
and then
sick,
we moved
bro.
here, and then now we figured out. Oh, dude, I don't have to bother my wife, but once a day, I'll just push 75 miles, skadoosh.
I was looking for it.
Yeah. But anyways, so I'm gonna push on the 20th. I'm gonna do 75 miles.
I'm gonna push.
Um,
and I'm gonna try to do 75.
You got it, dude.
I think I
totally
can.
I think
get it.
you've got
I
it.
think
Dude,
you got it.
honestly,
You
I'm
You're
just
young
gonna
push all
enough.
the time.
You're
dude.
young
gonna
enough.
carb
You're
load the
dumb
day
enough.
before and then
Oh yeah, get
just-
some
Yo,
nice.
smart.
Yeah,
Smart.
That's
Drink a lot
what
of
I
water.
used to do a lot.
Don't
bro.
forget
Oh,
water.
I've got a camel pack already. I'm not.
Well,
I've-
drink water before.
Yeah,
because if you
obviously.
prehydrate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and in the morning, this is what I do:
His
peanut
push
butter,
start.
banana, and honey sandwich.
peanut
boom.
butter and
Straight up, blend all that together and put it in between two
Blend it?
pieces of bread. I eat that, and I am like good for the day.
Do you blend the
Like,
bread
I could
too,
push
or
all
just?
day. No, I don't blend the bread. It's sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Blend
so
all that stuff and put it on 2 pieces of bread.
so you
Dude,
blend
honestly,
the
I
peanut
would just
butter,
bring
the
snacks
bananas,
for
and the honey.
myself.
You blend those,
Mhm.
and then you put that.
On
I've
bread.
got a
On
pretty
bread.
decent like.
And it's
camel
quite a bit of
pack
energy to
bag.
kick you
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
day.
yeah.
It's really
Put a
nice.
bunch
That'll be
of stuff.
gnarly.
I'm gonna fit so much food. That push is gonna have so much food.
It's better to have
Oh, still have snacks and stuff on you.
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
have it ready to
100%.
rock and roll. That should be a sick time. I'm excited to get back to big miles. And that brings us to, we're going to go ahead and cover October's push as well, which is going to be another standard. It's going to be back to the standard ICTs. So that's either 25 miles, either easy or hard,
that will be a definite hard for me.
Yep.
That the actual push on the 4th will be for sure a hard 25.
Excellent, and that's
no question.
So the hard 25s are going from Missouri to Kansas.
And if I
that's
don't,
what I usually do.
Good.
That's what I always do.
Good.
But like I said, I've been at home,
been on the road.
eating on the
25 miles take you?
couch. Huh?
How long does the hard 25 take you guys?
Like
2.5 to 3 hours.
I was like,
yeah.
2.5 if we're cruising, 3 hours, 3.5 hours if we're
Gassed.
if people are taking a little while.
yeah, I was like, the thing is we usually skate with other people, so it's been around like 3:40. But I think if it was just me and Joe, we could get closer to 3. He could probably do way better than 3.
The current record, the fastest I've ever personally done it, is the current record. I'm not bragging or anything. Come out to push with us, see if you can break it.
Humble brag.
I'm just gonna say it. So the first guy to get sub 2.5 was Billy, and that was 2 hours and 21 minutes. And then I did it in 2 hours and 12 minutes.
I'm just gonna go push
For 2.5 miles.
I'm gonna
On the Indian Creek show.
Don't worry about trying to go.
That was the
fast
hard 20
until you.
That was a hard
know
25
you
as
want
well.
To do that.
No, I know I want to try that, but like I want to see
go.
how fast I can do 2 hours.
Look, let's do a few trainings and then like really like I want to see
More
how fast
Stoke Clinics.
I want to see how fast I can do it personally.
Yeah.
Just because it's something that I've been working on for like a long time.
Yeah.
And so like your first dude, if 2.5 hours I feel like is a solid 25-mile time, especially hard. And if you could do 25 miles back on the easy, so going downhill from Kansas to Missouri, then that's a real rad. That's a 5-hour 50-miler. Okay?
5 hours of skating, bro.
And I don't stop my timer when I take breaks. When I start it,
Yeah, because
when I
that's
kick
fair,
off from
though. You're
here,
still skating.
absolutely. Well, whether I'm taking a break, stopped, I'm waiting someone, no matter
Yeah.
what, I'm stopped, and then I skate. And then I don't stop the timer until I come back here, until I'm done skating, basically. Because I don't know, I always think of it as almost like an ultra race kind of thing, an ultra skate kind of thing, where it's like it doesn't really matter how much you start or stop your timer. Once 24 hours is started, 24 hours is started.
It's like a pit stop.
Well, it doesn't matter your pit stops. Like with ultra skate, it was like you skate as much as you can. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter if it didn't matter if you skated 12 hours or 12 and a half hours. If you took that much break, you skate as much as you can basically. And so my thought process, I almost use this as a way to practice for ultra skate because I know it's harder terrain. It's way easier. Okay, we're gonna work in the stops to the time and the distance. Already have that as a part of the practice and the regiment or whatever, and then that way when ultra skate's there, it's boom, okay, I got 24 hours. Let's see how many, and I've only raced that race twice, but it's been really fun.
Race.
It is a race, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
on the
super sick. It was the only event I got to do this year.
Right?
I'm so stoked we got to do that because then the Rona
I
moved in
missed it.
afterwards, and that was the event.
Dog, I'm so upset to got in when I have, but it's okay.
That's all right, dude. You just came in late.
I know.
So, anyways, October's push is going to be back to the standard format. But really, look, even if you can't make any of the times that I've got, and we've got it so well timed out at the pace that we do, that if you want to do 25 miles, sweet, there's 2 options. There's the easy option in the morning, which is 9:30 with a 10 o'clock kickoff at Alex George Lake. Ended up at Hampton Park. Or there is the easy 25, which is 1 o'clock abouts at Hampton Park, back to Alex George Lake on the Missouri side. If you want to do 50, you start at Alex George Lake at 9:30, 10 o'clock a.m., and then you do the standard deal, and we're all kind of skating together a little bit. It's for 75s if you're feeling froggy. Meet me at the shop. We kick off about 8 a.m.
If you're feeling froggy,
8 p.m. if you're feeling froggy.
I need that.
Come on, dude. Look, I want to skate with more people. It's a sweet route. It's a cool challenge. It's ups and downs. You got to manage your speed. You got to manage your time. I enjoy Kansas City pushing. It's not super hardcore. See, Odin, see what your sister's problem is, will you? And that's pretty much the calendar, man. That's really all I got
not a
going
whole lot
on
this month.
Yeah,
Right.
Still,
not a whole lot.
Great
Still,
things going on this month.
Next on the menu.
Wow, bro.
This month's Stoke Chow is delectable mix.
Very
of
tasty.
elements, of ingredients. We got Stoke Calendar, and now
Lots
on
of
the menu for your main course, let's talk about some Stoke Challenge.
The Stoke Challenge, bro.
Stoke Challenge. We've talked about Stoke Challenge in the past, in previous episodes, and we kind of talked about like the premise. Like my idea of the Stoke Challenge was, skating an hour a day. Kind of making it like, how many days in a row can I skate an hour a day?
I mean, it wasn't just skating; it was just being on a side stance board of kind.
Being side stance.
Balance boards, stuff like that, totally count.
If it's raining, if it's icy,
I was on the balance board earlier.
That counts. If you're on a balance board for an hour a day,
boom. If that's all you got, if it's raining out and you're not wanting to feel like skating in the rain, because
sometimes you are, and sometimes you really don't want to.
I love skating in the rain, bro. It's just...
And you're never on purpose skating in the rain.
Effortless slides.
I don't want to clean any of that stuff. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. But anyway, so yeah, that's the kind of the thing. And speaking of which, that's one of the things that, we were talking about the Stoke Challenge. I have not really done, Stoke Challenge stuff since the Rona started, actually. And I remember...
Pretty much, yeah.
I remember, being okay, sweet. With all this chaos going on, this is one thing that I've already been doing. I can continue doing this, and it will help me, deal with the Rona kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that it instantly fell apart.
Yeah, because I felt the same way about that, but then I think it was, the second or third day of being in quarantine, I went out on my board and a dog tried to come at me while I was in the middle of a hillside slide. And I tried my best to not hit the dogs or just kick my board out from under me to get it away from him, hit the ground, and then get up. The dog was really nice all of a sudden. It was just barking at the board. I pet him, and then I'm like, okay. And I start walking up the hill, and then I see this dude on his crotch rocket motorcycle just zooming 40 miles an hour through a 25 fucking neighborhood. And right there I was like, okay, everyone's outside and going crazy right now. I honestly don't feel that safe skating, and that was a big reason why I stopped. I still would go out every now and then and still skate, but it took me away from being on a board every night because of that. It was just
dude,
wild.
Honestly.
Traffic was crazier during quarantine than what I was used to, and
I felt the same thing even on the pushes and stuff like that. All of a sudden all these people were on the trails, and I'm like, where the hell did all of you come from? You haven't been on this trail ever at all in the 6 years I've been doing this, and now you were standing in the middle of the freaking thing. I've got to hopefully not scream at you, hey, on your left, and then you all anyways.
Freak the
no, I
really,
get you. No, I get you. There's unspoken rules of the ICT.
Just trail.
Everyone else that we're usually on that trail with, they get it. If it's a cyclist or someone walking or someone else skating, whatever they're doing, everyone kind of knows. Stay to your right. There might be someone who comes to pass you. Always look behind you. You hear on the left. You know what that means.
You know what I do.
No one's sat down and discussed this. It's just proper trail etiquette.
Unspoken rules of the road.
Yeah. I know about it, but what I start doing is earlier it happened today to me where I was there was two guys, and so all I start doing is I start carving really hard, so where you can start to hear the wheels grip, and that's when people really start to look. I feel
I gotta talk to him because there's been too many times where I have done stuff like that, and no one knows what that sound is.
Yeah,
so
and that's why they turn around.
Or they got
I've had them not turn around at all.
Oh yeah, at that point, and that's when I start saying shit or saying stuff.
I just say something. I'm just always hey, on your left. If they don't hear, that's a foot brake. That's when I stop. I gotta stop at that point because. Dude, you don't know. You might think that they're hearing you skateboarding, but they also just don't have a clue sometimes.
But I know, so Stoke Challenge, and I don't know a whole lot about your skate habits before you started coming to the shop.
Dude,
But if there's any one person that could offer some insight into some old crotchety dudes like me, or some jilted young dudes like Aaron, what? How do you Did you skate?
My thought process?
Well, no. Well, did you skate beforehand, you skate?
Meeting you guys?
Yeah.
I was always the kid that, I don't drive. I drive, but I don't drive.
I drive you where you need to go. Yes, I know.
Home. I love you, Aaron. Thank you. But no, I started skating for fun. I was street skating. My buddy got me into it, but I've always like
Where were you at when you street skated?
When I started skating, I was in Pennsylvania.
What part of Pennsylvania? You know,
I didn't know you
I
lived in
couldn't
Pennsylvania.
freaking tell. I had my.
You couldn't
first
tell us at
board.
all?
No, that was my first board, but I was like always pivoting, and like I learned how to pivot really young. And so
That's actually
And
at
that's-
Stoke Clinic.
yeah,
At Stoke
it's a really
Clinics
good thing.
with street skateboarders. I'm like, look, if there's one thing that I could like start you off on that'll help you with anything else you do is the pivot. Like,
Yeah, no, for real.
The tic tac and the pivot. Like,
The tic tac and the pivot, yeah. And then so like I was in Pennsylvania, but like I always grew up with a board in my house, so it's always been like that. But then from there, I like honestly, I had a longboard. I've learned to slide just because I wanted to learn to slide, and so I've done like I learned my own double puck down stuff, and then like my Coleman's on my own. But like other than that, I really started coming out and skating like I do now. The start of quarantine, just because I was like, well, I'm gonna like quit. I mean, I got laid off or whatever. I was serving, and so it's like, all right, cool. Well, I'll just go skate. And I started skating like it started with like what I think 14 miles. The next day, I came home and was like demolished. I was like, all right. I talked to my buddy Marcos. Who's like, I was like, wow, bro, like, fuck. Like, I never want to do that again. And then, like, the next day, I was like, I woke up.
He wanted.
Dude, I woke up so stoked to skate. I was like, let's go push, like, off to Redbridge.
He caught you were avoiding the Rona and caught a whole different kind of, like, abuse.
I pushed. No, and then, like, it was like, I would skate, like, every other day. Like, I would literally go skate all day one day. Go home, like, and I'd be pushing like big miles. I'd push out here and like skate one day. The next day, I would sleeping and
you
eating.
live like Grandview, Belton.
Yeah,
right?
well now I live in Belton, but I was
Right.
living in Grandview.
Right. So that is like what was really really cool. Like when I found out that you had pushed all the way out here,
Oh yeah.
I was like that's
yeah.
25 miles. So that means 12 and a half miles puts them right at Alex George, and I'm like, bro. You can skate from your house and meet me at Alex George in the morning and do 75s back to your house. Like, bammo.
Yeah,
That
I remember before
And
meeting
even
you.
now, I think even now I still can.
That's awesome. And, like, look, if you got stories like that and you're like, this is like, I witnessed Julian's firsthand. Like, you know, we talk about qualifiers and stuff like that. Like, if you're out and skating with us on Friday nights and I can see how you skate, like, qualifier is just like, hey, let's make sure you can skate this kind of thing.
Yeah. And like honestly, it started with really just wanting to do garages and being a broke 18-year-old who didn't have a car, who just wanted to go skate with some friends.
Yeah, because I remember before meeting you, like straight up, I just saw on Facebook, you're like, yo, I just go like 40 miles out here to do garages. What's up? I'm like,
I'm out here, bro.
I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
but no, that night
And then you came out to skate garages with us. I'm like, dude, this dude knows how to skate. Like,
dude, that day
he starts off pushing all the way from where he lives to Kansas City just to skate garages. Gets here and skates garages with us like a motherfucker. Like, holy hell.
Oh yeah.
I was so impressed. I'm like, all right, this kid's gonna be
kid?
fun to
Like,
skate with. This dude is gonna be so much fun to skate with.
We didn't have to teach you anything. You already like had there was some stuff that you were like, hey, what's up with this? And that's like super super sick. But like, dude, you came out of nowhere with stuff.
Dude, honestly, yeah, no, I mean like, but that day I had skated out. Like, I left my house at 1:00, got out here by 3, and then waited for you guys skating the entire time until 9.
Yeah.
And then went and skated with you guys.
Yeah.
And I was like,
dude,
whoa.
I was
And
like,
honestly,
okay,
I got home.
This dude's gonna be
I
fun
think it
to
was
skate with.
my first skate trip. Caleb drove me home.
Nice.
And, bro, I got home and I was like, I can't wait to do that again. Because that was so much fun.
And then the garage shut down.
Yeah.
And then we skated them so hard the garages stopped.
You know, sometimes
I mean,
just shove it
what?
so
We don't go to garages and skate them. What are you?
No,
I do.
I mean, we haven't been.
I used
I've
to.
never been to
I used to.
garages.
Thank
No,
you.
I've never
look,
done that.
Look. Regardless of us doing or not doing them, security guards were hired at the exact same times that people did or did not from around here skateboard. And those guys should be thanking us with at least thanking the people that started this thing with at least
They are out here making jobs, dude. That's a good point.
We're freaking we're job creators. You're welcome.
So be honest.
You're welcome.
We're providing a service for people to think.
If we weren't there, you wouldn't be hired. And you know how we know that? Because we were there before you were hired.
Exactly.
And now that you're hired, we're not supposed to do it anymore. So what happens when we stop coming? Do you think they're just gonna let you keep your freaking job?
No.
Nope. They're gonna fire you until we come and skate the garages some more.
Exactly.
And then they're gonna hire you back. So let us stay in the garages. That way you don't have to lie about chasing people out of the garages. We just want you to keep your job.
Exactly, bro. Like,
I'll admit to it.
we're just having fun.
Anyways,
Skateboarding.
I don't
Back
know
to
about
Julian.
the skating garages thing.
Back to Julian.
So,
Got stoked about skating garages.
bro, I like garage. Bro,
Side
honestly, I wish we could keep skating them. Like, if we could do like a little garage sesh, like we could hit like 2 garages,
no, we can't.
and then
Not anymore, man.
like
can't.
one run
We
bombs, and then go.
Hey, dude. Welcome
And
back.
like keep
Hey.
skating. But I do like the downhill. We need to find more downhill free ride streets.
Oh, we have tons.
So look,
Yeah.
here's the issue with downhill freeride, and this is kind of dude, Julian and I, you and I were talking about this last time, or earlier today actually, when you came in the shop.
Yeah.
Where I had kind of come to this,
I remember
come to this, like either realization or kind of a thought process, because look, every scene changes, people come in, people come out of that sort of stuff.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So like, and some of that'll play into your motivations as far as like, keep staying motivated to go out and skateboard, especially if you've been skating for like a really, really long time and you want to skate more, and so you're trying to like maybe organize your skate time. I think is where my Stoke Challenge like desire kind of came from. It's like I really wanted to be like, okay, I want to make sure like this is important enough for me. I want to make sure with anything else going on, like I do an hour a day, and it's almost like kind of one of those things where you focus on something where maybe you don't quite you start something with the intent to either focus your time or with like the community. Have people come in and come out, and you want to focus. I want to focus on building a community because it's fun to skate with more people. You find
100%.
1 or 2 people you want to skate with, and then you're like, oh, that was freaking amazing
Sick,
skating
yeah.
with 3
Like,
people.
I loved it.
Holy shit, what an amazing session. Let's imagine we can get more people. And then you have Broadway Bomb and you're skating with like 1,000 people, and you have this energy of like all these people from all different walks of life like come in, and everyone's just freaking skating. All you're doing is just kicking a skateboard down the road, and you get so pumped and you're like, oh shit, I gotta bring that back to Kansas City. And then you're like, let's all skate together, and people get so stoked to skate each other that you lose sight. Like I feel like I've like the community has done such a great job of like coming together and skating that sometimes in some cases maybe we've kind of forgot about our little neighborhood sessions, our stuff close by. Like Julian, I think you were talking about how you rediscovered or like with the surf skate, with the land yacht surf skate.
Oh my God.
How you were like, dude, I've got this wedge, this driveway.
In my
driveway in front of your house.
Yo, no, I would say it's maybe like 15, 20 degrees. At best. But like, it's like, you could fit
So
4
it's deeper
cars
in the front yard, steeper in the front yard of the shop.
Extreme. Yeah, it's
dude, just
it's
from seeing
like,
the video, it's steeper.
it's
than
like
the
that, bro. It's crazy cool. But
People that haven't seen the video.
bro, I mean like, yeah. For people.
I mean, we could post it. That could
Post it!
That could be a Stoke.
Hey, it's already Stoke.
I
It's
think
already
that's the
hashtagged.
only hashtag Stoke Clip currently.
But no, it's sick. And when I first started, like, when I got my first, like, I bought a blind, and it had the like
Street deck.
Yeah,
Street
deck,
deck.
and it had some like some devil on it or whatever. I didn't care. Bones wheels. Whatever.
We're talking
Crux.
about the Beats by Dre board you got
Is that what that was?
because it looks like a pill.
Oh yeah, it looks like a pill. It's razor tailed to death. But like that's what I really got into like hill bombing on, and like so like even my driveway. But I've got that scar right there from my driveway, like from when I first moved here.
Driveways teach lessons. That's
Bro,
for sure.
driveways teach lessons,
That
and I
concrete
love
does
that
not give
driveway.
a shit. It
No.
will tear you up. Skate gods love using that as a sacrificial altar.
It's a dope little wedge though. I like.
But yeah, like little stuff like that. Like I almost feel like sometimes like I
Yeah.
did such an obsessive like focus of hey, come out here and skate, come out here and skate, come out here and skate. Like that some people maybe have like forgotten that your own neighborhoods have got these places, these glorious, and not only places, But you're talking about bringing people together? Like, dude, I made a post on KCLC earlier, and talking with one of our good friends, Fliff. Heal
Fliff.
up fast, Fliff.
Bro, Fliff.
Yeah, good luck. Fliff.
Love
dude,
you, bro.
was
Your
gnarly,
toe
man.
is gnarly. Freak.
Anywho, and I was like, man, like, let's, like, I bet there's so many people close by where you're at. And that's where Kansas City Longboard community is such a cool thing, because it's like, dude, it's not just about people coming to Kansas City and skating. Don't get me wrong. I love skating with people. Adore it. But, like, I think some of what maybe would help with the Stoke Challenger or challenging yourself to get out and skate maybe is finding those little spots in your neighborhood. And I guarantee you start skating your neighborhood. You start skating your neighborhood.
Exactly. Start skating your neighborhood. Bro.
Drowned out by a roar from inside. You start skating your neighborhood, and other people in your neighborhood will find you, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, I went to school with you." Or, "Oh."
That was alright. Honestly,
That was outside.
Nice.
Fuck those guys.
Don't they know we're recording in here? What the
No,
hell
they
is-
don't.
Don't they understand the world revolves around us? Anyways. Like, you've got these little spots, and I guarantee you got a squad of people in your neighborhood, regardless of skill level, that you can either learn from or you can teach something to and progress with. And naturally what comes from that, as you master your own home territories and turfs, and much of Kansas City is the same, then you can, like, apply that to other places. It would be super sick, like, not just 50 people coming down.
Fuck, that hurt, bro.
You just boxed yourself in the
bro.
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Not just 50 people coming to downtown Kansas City to skate, but to say, wow, you know, I'm kind of like most of the people I skate with downtown KC, like, aren't around. They're on a camping trip. They're out skating Judy, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, those Independence boys are out skating the Noah Stoll route. Those Kansas dudes are doing a midnight run at Shawnee Mission Park. I don't know if that's a thing. If I was out there, that's what I would do a bunch of. Oh, those dudes down there over there by the Indian Creek Trail, they're doing a night run. Like,
dog, that'd be so much fun.
It would be sick as fuck. And
like everybody, all the time,
look,
bro. It's so
if every Friday night, every neighborhood had their own thing going on,
excuse me,
it would just be, dude, I'm fucking goddamn. I'm trying to talk.
Quit burping.
Dude. I want more, bro. I'm sorry. I want more skating. I want more Schropp.
He's like He's so stoked. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. I can't even remember where the hell I was at when the burping started. Burping was there from the beginning. It's just permeated all over.
You were talking about
you burp a lot for a dude drinking fucking water.
You're telling me,
straight
bro.
up, dude.
No, bro.
Way
Honestly,
too much
I'm just a
water.
really gassy person. I'm not gonna cap.
You were talking about skating your own neighborhoods brings the community together.
It does.
Is where you were at.
And it you know, there's a diversity in the different neighborhoods, and that's like the whole community. You know, like, dude, if every community had their own thing going on, like, then it would be really, really crazy. And people, dude, it would be so nuts. It'd be so nuts.
No, that's a really good perspective, because every time I've skated around in my neighborhoods, my thought wasn't like, oh, if I see someone out, like, they might want to join and skate with me. I've always just been like, this is my mission. Like, I'm just going to go out and skate and find cool places to go. Like, I didn't even think, like, maybe there's people out there that want to skate with me. Like, that's a way cooler thought. Like, because I've been out and seen people out around, but I've never, like, stopped to talk to them or anything. I've always just been like, keep going. Because usually when I go out and skate on my own, it's pretty much I'm going for long distance
on a
pushing.
mission
It's like,
kinda
I'm going to push. That's what I'm usually for. And to find spots to have fun at and whatnot. But for the most part, it's to go out onto a push.
You see, and that's how it really started for me.
Was just going out, like,
Yeah,
finding
well, like,
places,
I would-
or just pushing?
I would
pushing.
just,
I'm just gonna
because it was like from point A to point B. So
Yeah,
I would
so
like
pushing.
push to work and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
And then you just find cool spots in between where if you've got the time, you'll hit it, or you'll remember out, like, next time you go out, like, boom, you know exactly where to go.
Exactly.
To go sesh a little spot.
And that's when, like, I would come out. And, like, honestly, yeah, there's so many good spots in Casey.
There's a lot, dude. It's an endless amount. Like,
I love
and
Casey.
dude, like, one person cannot in any way, like, organize and find all of those places.
Yeah, no.
Or a cruise.
No.
And every neighborhood's gonna have their own little style and their own little
Oh, dude,
je ne sais quoi.
That's why I
Je ne
miss
sais
Dakota.
quoi.
Me and Dakota would go out all the time, and we would straight up just be like, all right, how about this? I choose the first turn, you choose the next turn. And
Ooh, those
off
games
and
are
off.
fun.
And straight up, we'll just go. That's how we found exit ramp. I know you've heard us talk about it before.
I've heard it talked about. I have never skated.
And straight up, we were at my apartment and we were like, let's just go skate. You decide first turn, I decide the next, so forth, so forth. And we did that, and we found exit ramp. Like,
bam.
And
Oops.
the rest was history. We've taken a lot of the Kansas City community out there to skate there before, and it's not like a crazy hill, but like it's perfect for people who are just starting to get into like downhill or free ride,
working, skating with each other, getting closer to each other.
And there's a flat spot where you can skate and practice some more stuff, and then there's the hill right there. It intersects. The flat spot comes this way, and the hill comes the other way. So you've got two spots you can work on, and it's just. I've had so much fun taking people out there. I need to do it more often. I haven't been to exit ramp in like.
Bro, that's how I feel about.
Like
that's how I feel about
probably,
that one portion of ICT.
Which one? Oh, like the
that
corporate
big,
woods, the one where we skate.
Yeah.
Oh,
bro.
It's a cool. That's the
come
best.
out to exit ramp with me.
Bro,
it's
I'll
one
take
of the
you to exit
best.
ramp
It's
soon.
one of the
Even
best
that
things.
though, it like has the. I feel like it has the ability to work into like heel sides and toe side corners. Really, really well.
Dude, you need to come to exit ramp.
I want
You need to come to exit ramp.
You
It's
still
a
haven't
way
seen me.
longer hill, and there are streets that go off on left and right, so
Yeah.
you can work on either or
That's dope.
the whole way down.
You see, and like
Oh,
even in my
dream
that like
spots.
I can walk
It's
like
so
up
good.
to the top of my neighborhood, and I can like skate all the way down and get like a nice 35 mile an hour run with like a heavy pushing, and like get nice slides through it, but like nothing crazy where I am. But even at that, like if you leave my neighborhood,
But if you think, like,
honestly-
some people can't really handle that speed. Like, either the board's not set up right. Or,
yeah, true, and that's
or
what I've
whatever,
been.
like that sort
I've
of
noticed that a lot.
And I was speaking of which, I've had some people from Belton and stuff come through and be
Belton?
like, "Yo, Belton and Grandview, like
Oh.
they're all, hey, do you know Julian?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know Julian."
Who?
Like, I don't remember it. Look,
What the
if one or two people show up and I'm not gonna
You
remember
skate and
your
talk
name.
about skating all the time.
Yeah.
I'm shook.
People
though.
are
like
come to
people
this.
and
from
and
Grandview
people
Belton,
people
bro.
been coming up, dude. So much
Wild.
love, man.
That's wild,
All right,
bro.
they're
Been
going
doing
right
the
now.
deal.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh,
Wow.
man. So that's Julian. That's some Stoke Challenge thoughts. Hopefully that'll help you. You've talked about like getting back into like trying to do Stoke Challenge some more.
Yeah, because the Stoke Challenge for me, honestly, I first started it as like a challenge. Like that's the whole idea when you first talked to me about it and using Endomondo to keep track of it. That's what I
Oh
wanted
my
to do.
god, Edomondo is cool.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted it to be a challenge, but then like a few months in, I talked about it on one of the Stoke Chows. I don't remember which month it was, but I was like, I don't know. I thought the Stoke Challenge was more of like a lesson to me instead of a challenge. So I wasn't as worried about recording on Endomondo. If I was doing pushes, I would and stuff like that. But if I was going on regular skates, it was just like, just make sure you record like you've been doing it for an hour and whatnot.
Right.
And that was nice. It kept me on a schedule. Like I made sure every day, like I had an hour, and then quarantine hit, and that all fell apart. And I feel like part of my schedule fell apart on top of that because the one thing that kept me to holding true to getting shit done was you need to make sure that there's an hour in the day. Like
An hour a day dedicated to this.
yeah, I was like, when you know that you have to have an hour a day for skating, you have to make sure things get done in a timely manner and you get them done so you've got that hour a day. Because whether I like it or not, this hour a day is still play. Like it's really just play. Like
Like at the
I
end,
don't
You're still having
need to
fun.
skate, but like
Right.
it's something I
You
like
should
doing,
be.
so I need to get the things I need done first, and then I can get on to my Stoke Challenge.
And you know
Man.
what? Like what
And
I've been
that's
doing.
what I want to get back into because damn quarantine messed that up for me.
Dude, and-
honestly,
oh, man.
and like honestly though, like you told me about it. What was it last week?
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah.
Last Monday.
And I was like, wow, that seems like a really cool idea. And like I've noticed, like I don't skate every day though. Like, but like at the same time, like being on the board portion of it, like one day, like for the last it was like 2 days, I was like pooped, slept all day. It was like like get out of my.
Yeah,
I've had those days.
I just
many of
sleep
those
all
days.
day. You know?
Absolutely.
Or like say my girlfriend was over, and so like what I did was I stood on a board for an hour while I was playing kendama with my kaiju.
Twofer.
Exactly. Like you're working on two things, and I like to describe my
Did you see
kendama.
the Boo Johnson clip that Sweets put out today?
I unfortunately did not.
Anyways.
I was playing Red Dead.
But like I was saying, like yeah, and like just played with my kaiju all day, and I was working on both my like what I like to call the switch and just regular,
He's talking about kendamas, by the way.
Yeah, not skateboards. What?
Well, not anything else that you might do switch when you're playing with all day. You know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
I'm just saying, it's all wood, man.
Yeah, it is all wood.
Well, look, so, and like, talking about, like, okay, a scheduled play.
Yeah.
Like, that's gotta be, that's so huge, because I know when, like, the Rona hit, the shop blew up, we got crazy busy.
That's when I got in.
We started learning this process,
To the shop.
and, like, that's when I stopped. I was like, I'm like, in my head,
Too sauce.
I'm too swamped. I've
Too much
got to
sauce.
get this taxes done. Then the next fire drill was, I got to get this done. And then the next fire drill was, I got to get, this done. And, like, all this stuff that's got to be super important. And, like, it was kind of like, and not that I'm not playing, like, I feel like one of the great things about, like, running a skate shop is like, even if I'm not playing skateboards, I get to build skateboards all day. So it kind of, like,
Works out.
kind of scratches the itch just a little bit, man. Like, kind of get a little bit. But
You're
I don't
playing.
get to-
You're on the adult.
I'm
version
still,
of adult
yeah. It's kind of like
skateboarding.
I get to still play skateboards, but it's not like I get.
It's
to,
not your conventional.
and I totally am super guilty of doing this stupid freaking like adult excuse of I've got work to do. I've got important things to do. I've got things, instead of trying to be like, okay, let's creatively figure out a way to, like, work this in. And I mean,
But it still comes back to skateboarding at the end of the day. For
no, dude, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's all completely about trying to skateboard more. But it's like kind of like in some ways, Stoke Challenge can almost like help you recreate a little bit of like, okay,
Exactly.
I can still get this little bit in, and then because dude, I will be in a shitty mood most of the day.
Oh, you're
until
telling
I
me,
get
bro.
to play, until I get to build skateboards or talk about them, and after that,
No, bro. For me, it's
I'm
like
gold.
Like
man.
this morning,
Like,
I
if
woke
I get
up.
to at least talk about skateboards with somebody and share that knowledge, stoked.
I woke up super upset today until I was able to get on a board. I was like, like, as soon as I got on the board, super happy.
Doesn't even matter anymore.
Exactly. Didn't phase
That's
me.
really what the Stoke Challenge is. I think like
I think it
kind
just
of
helps
morphed
you
into.
become.
No, it helps.
more
It helps
happy.
a lot.
Yep.
No, like straight up, because when you get on your board, it's like you can focus. It's a sense of meditating.
It feels like
Any
it.
hobby is in a way a sense of meditating, because when you're doing said hobby, you're usually focused on that one thing, and that's clearing your head except for one idea only.
Yep.
So like having that hour a day was always really
there
nice,
was
because
that.
in my idea it was like always like a sense of meditation.
Giving
Like,
yourself.
I get out and my only thought is what I'm gonna do on this board, what that hill's gonna be like.
Oh, yeah.
It's all was just focused on skating.
And, like, a lot of
kicked
time.
everything out of my head, and then after that, I could think about something way more clearly.
Nope. Giving yourself, making sure that one more time of the day is to something for fun and uplifting. Man, okay, so Stoke Challenges. That's really all we got, man. Hopefully that inspires the people, gives you some ideas to go out and either start your Stoke Challenges back up, or keep doing them, or find a different way to do them.
And
Or
honestly,
start
if
from
you're
your
still
first
doing
time.
them, hey, just record them.
Yeah, record them.
Yo,
And
like, if
you-
you feel like you have a sick line, do it.
You can even hashtag Stoke Challenge on there to know that's part of your daily kind of like routine. Like, yo, I started Stoke Challenges again. Hashtag Stoke Challenge that clip on your preferred social media so we can watch you and shout you out. Speaking of watching you,
Yeah, speaking of hashtags and washing you,
speaking of watching you from afar via the internet
yes.
in a completely appropriate way.
Very.
There's another thing that we're trying to get
Just
rolling,
skating.
and that's some hashtag Stoke Clips.
Stoke Clips. Hashtag STOKE
you don't have to spell it. We'll have it linked.
CLIPES.
Stoke Clips.
We'll have it linked.
Stoke Clips.
Stoke
Yo, check in the
Clips.
bottom, bro. For real.
In the bottom.
It's the realest thing you'll ever know.
What's up with Stoke Clips, dude?
Well, let's see. We kind of just find.
What do we wanna
trying
do with
find-
this?
Try to find new things to put into our Stoke Chow, and we figured like a highlights reel would be like perfect for this, like a little outro for the show. So we decided Stoke Clips is kind of how we do that, and basically just record you guys yourselves just skateboarding out and about. Make sure when you post it on either Instagram or Facebook, do you have Twitter?
Yeah, we got Twitter.
Do you
I
use it?
don't use Twitter's automated for me, so I've got it. I get emails, I check it, but I don't really check it. Let's just do Instagram. Instagram's my
Instagram and Facebook are the
Facebook.
two main ones.
Let's go.
Just post hashtag Stoke Clips. Obviously, no space because that ruins the hashtag itself. With the video that you got, try to make it in landscape. Please try to make it in landscape.
Portrait is forfeit.
It's not quite, but almost.
Mostly.
It's almost portrait forfeit. If it's a really good video, we'll put it in. Don't listen to these two. If it's good, we'll like it. It'll go in there. But what we will do is we will go back through the hashtag itself. We will pick out the clips that we want to feature in our Stoke Chow episode, and we will contact you with more information on how to get a higher quality version of that video, because pulling it off of a social media website, it will downgrade the quality like immensely. So it would be a lot easier to just get it in a more pure format, which we'll get a hold of you about. Also, the only clips that will make it are going to be the ones where you're wearing a helmet. If you are not wearing a helmet in the Stoke clip itself, it is not going to make the cut. We really stress about wearing helmets in your safety
Honestly,
gear.
you can even put a hat in your helmet. Like I put a
wearing a
hat.
hat does not cancel you out. If you're wearing a hat on your helmet, that's fine. I used to do it all the time.
Hat and helmet.
Big thing I did.
Not hat or
Clips.
helmet.
Yeah, it's not hat or helmet. It is hat and helmet, or
Helmet.
just helmet. You don't have to wear a hat. That's not required. What is required is wearing a helmet.
I got 8 stitches at my first Stoke Clinic, and then came back
And he was wearing a helmet. That's
the entire
it. Could have
time.
been way worse
That's the
if he
reason
wasn't
he
wearing a
got to
helmet.
come back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So please, if you're going to post Stoke clips, post them with a helmet on,
To
or they're
escape
not going to
some-
make a cut.
Exactly.
Portrait
Helmets are
forfeit is a
required.
lie. We still might put you in there.
Portrait forfeit is not a lie.
If you put in,
It's the truth.
Hashtag true.
Hashtag true.
Landscape is preferred.
landscape is more preferred.
Please.
There are chances portrait will get put in there, but there is not a single chance on this planet, if you're not wearing a helmet, your clip will go in. That's not
Helmets,
happening.
please,
It will not
guys,
happen.
please. We don't even care if you have like horns drilled into
And
your
if you
helmet.
have hashtag Stoke Clips and hashtag fucking Stoke Clips,
If you're
Stoke Clips and Stoke Challenge,
Stoke
yeah,
Clips,
double
Stoke Challenge.
hashtag.
There we
Double
go, bro.
hashtags.
Come on.
Mo
We'll see
hashtags, mo fun. The next one to be selected will get Shoey's crop top Burning Spider shirt.
Oh my God.
That's
what?
the prize. It's a large blue Burning
Shoey's
Spider crop top.
You have it here?
I've got it right here.
What? You
Didn't-
didn't keep it?
Didn't no.
What the fuck?
He couldn't pack it to take it with him to Korea.
He could have wore it.
That's right. Your piece of Stoke Chow
Can I put it
history.
on?
No,
No.
you didn't win it.
Win the clip. Then you get the cool crop top to wear next July.
There he is.
Feeding a spider.
He's hungies.
That's Stoke Chow, Kansas City.
You stoked yet? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Let's do it again. 'Cause I wasn't.
We've got to do it again. We don't
I
have
wasn't.
to.
I
You
wasn't
didn't do
ready.
it,
We
so we
will
have
be
to do
doing
it again.
You are correct. Because you didn't do it, we will be doing it again.
Alright. Remember, he's gonna say that, and then
I'm gonna say it like I'm just
you
gonna
stoked
use.
yet?
I'm just gonna use like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. 5 words. Then you stoked yet.
Gotcha.
You got it?
That's
You ready?
Stoke Chow.
Yeah.
City.
That's Stoke Chow,
You
Kansas
stoked
City.
yet.
Exactly.
Okay.
Says I'm gonna say the first 5 words. You stay. You have 3 words you have to worry about.
Got you.
3 words. That's it. That's Stoke Chow, Kansas City.
You stoked yet?
That'll work.
All right.
High fives.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, you already shut it off, bitch. We got high fives with you too.
We have flashing back.